high-profile OU defense coming into the year. With the strides you guys have made, how do you think you two compare?
Well, I'm going to tell you, Oklahoma is one of the better defenses in the country without question, and we're trying to get as good as they are. I studied film of Oklahoma for 15 years and really am impressed with the way they play and the way they coach.
How do you go about doing that, getting to that level as a defense?
Well, I mean, you work your tail off and you do a great job recruiting. It's kind of a combination of everything.
Mm-hmm. Coach, has the extra couple of days been a plus for this ball club?
Well, I think it has. The coach gave them off on Saturday, which allowed them a little bit of time to recover. We looked at film on Friday and got the Colorado game behind us, and then Sunday was a day off for the players, for this week. And so we're hot after it today, and we'll be a little ahead of schedule today because normally we'd just be spending half the time on Colorado and half the time on Oklahoma, and we've already got the Colorado game behind us.
Has their presence offensively been so drastic that you only look at their home games? Because they've been a different team, especially on the offensive side, at home versus the road.
No, we've looked at every single play of every game. I watched the Kansas game today. I watched the Texas game today, the Kansas State game today, along with all the run cut-ups and all the pass cut-ups. So, we're studying everything they do.
Can you explain why it's been so different? Or, I mean, in your experience as a coach, can sometimes teams be that good at home and maybe struggle some on the road?
We're so much more concerned with ourselves that we're not too concerned how they play on the road. Because unfortunately, this is going to be a home game for them, so we don't have that luxury.
All right, John will ask the rest of the questions from this side.
We'll just jump in here with this. I mean, you've been there, the one thing that jumps out at guys like we ask Andrew and Noah, what makes it so difficult to play there? And the first thing that they say is it just gets so loud down there. I mean, it's not just that simple, or is it that simple?
Well, that's a big part of it. The stands are just a few feet away from your bench, and they're just right on top of you. And so that is a big factor, and it's a big stadium, a lot of noise, and it'll be something that'll have to be factored in.
Bill, with their struggles, the young quarterback, the struggles that you've seen against Texas Tech and teams like this, does it kind of make you anticipate it, make you kind of lick your chops that much more going into this game?
Well, no, because I looked at the film of Kansas State and Kansas and all the other people he played so well against, and you just, it all depends on how you show up that day, and we hope we show up on defense.
They went to a little bit of a wildcat. They put DeMarco Murray back there, but they didn't have a whole lot of success against Tech. Is that maybe because people think they're going to be able to do it, but Tech's front a little underrated? Maybe people don't talk about it as much as they should.
Well, we thought Texas Tech was really good up front in their front seven, and their secondary, they played all the bubble screens and tunnel screens and all the different plays that you see in the spread offense. So they get to see it every day against their offense. So I think that helped prepare them to play Oklahoma, and they were just hitting on all 8 cylinders. Sometimes you're really hot and sometimes you're not.
Obviously, realizing they've lost so many players to injuries, in watching all the tapes, have you noticed some things that they've been able to consistently hang their hat on?
Well, I think they can run the football. DeMarco Murray and Chris Brown are excellent tailbacks. And, anytime they have their hands on the ball, you kind of hold your breath because they could take it all the way.
Going into such a huge game with such implications, how much easier does it make it having so many senior leaders on this defense?
Well, it should make a lot of difference, and we're so proud of our seniors. They've done such a good job this year of playing and keeping focused and coaching up the younger players, and you just can't say enough good things about them.